Spiraea x vanhouttei. Vanhout Spiraea is a spring flowering shrub. It's really kind of an old-time garden favorite. It's very, very showy in the spring. You might want to note Spiraea actually in the botanical name is spelled different than in the common name. It's got an extra A in it. It's just a different spelling used for the botanical name. You can see just from this image of the stems, it has kind of a slightly zigzag stem, and it has an alternate leaf arrangement. So it's a simple alternate leaf on this arching form. So it's sort of an arching habit, I guess, to the shrub form. Sometimes a little bit more upright, but generally arching. It can get to be quite tall, 6 to 8 feet. There are some dwarf versions, but 5 to 6 to 7 feet is pretty typical for this shrub at maturity, if it's in full sun. Needs full sun. Some of the really, really heavily spring flowering plants flower much heavier in the sun because it takes a lot of energy to produce all those flowers. You can see these flowers, they're very showy. They're actually sort of a cluster of small white petal flowers. Very, very showy for a short amount of time in the spring. Not really, it's just more like a little seed capsule if there is any fruit. Some of the hybrids don't really produce a lot of fruit, so generally you don't even see the fruit on this. We'll take a look at the stem when we see it. It's kind of a very slender, very smooth, shiny brown stem. It's actually pretty notable as far as the color of the stem. So mainly this is for spring interest. The rest of the year it's sort of just a big arching shrub. It has a little bit of a yellow fall color, but that's the rest of the seasonal interest is kind of minimal. The spring is the big show on this. It's very tough. It's very drought tolerant. No real pests to speak of.